British land in Central America. Well, I was going to say there's no port here, but rest assured there is a port. Time to deploy. So if I say you go there, just drop you off. And when you can, just roll on in there. Need you to get at least a touch of org. And there we go. If they want to take this, they're going to have to naval invade it like everyone else. Jake makes fun of Japan declaring war on the USA, then casually declares war on the USA for Uruguay. You gotta have a bit of an adventure. You can't worry about everything, otherwise you'll be nothing but a nervous wreck. Alright, so let's see how well this goes. I'm hedging my bets on not very, but... See, we're not even in position. And I imagine it'll be a while before you actually are in position. But part of me just wants to go and crush them here and now. Even if they push into my country, I'll be able to take them out. Their national unity isn't that high. Let's just go for it. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? So, they're only in hills. We could just plow right into them. Send our tanks in. Send half of you to go that way. Send another half of you to go that way. And I also want you guys to back up the tanks. Now they will probably just capitulate and not lose to us since the wars got merged. We'll see how well that goes for me. Come on, El Salvador. Oh, ooh. Experience, entrenchment. Yeah, they have got a lot of defense to speak for there. Perhaps I should be taking this another way and grabbing my tanks to go around, since they will be a bit faster at it. At least from one of the directions. Well, good luck. I think we're going to need more than just good luck. I don't know why it's counting so many areas when I'm trying to do a naval invasion into my own area here. Shouldn't matter too much though, we won't need it. These guys, their days are numbered. We're just going to break on through the traditional way, so ignore that. Maybe I should have invested in those Marines. So we have this, so all is well. But I'm still going to need you guys to help out over here, since I'm at war with quite a few people that have entry points into my nation. And I don't like that. Jake, us Chileans are unconquerable. Well, Mr. Rocket Games, I look forward to pressing you into my army. Let's put it like that. They're probably going to make good advances into my country because I have not done border control whatsoever. But the further they push, the more they're going to die for it. Speaking of people that are going to die, I think I will be in charge of the Panama Canal from now on, Mr. America. Okay, good war. How about we call it there? Everyone's a winner. Jake, Gib Commander in Chile. Jings, I knew I was forgetting something. There you go. Should be able to fight a good bit harder now. So you folks get over there and then make a front line right here, so I don't have to worry about you in the future. Yeah, I'll work on that French colony as well. Oh, jings, the Netherlands, of course. So with an actually decent general, you shouldn't be horribly dying quite so badly now. And maybe you can move a bit faster here. Come on, they're just cavalry. You can take them down. They don't have many here. Oh well. We'll surround them. Jake defeated USA, spread the propaganda. Hey, listen. This is USA soil, and we're planting our flag on it. And it's probably going to have growing resistance because I did not invest at all in military police. I'm just going to have to live with that. I do not have the resources. I never had the resources to be investing into that. I couldn't even get artillery for my units, for Criven's sake. What makes you think I could have military police? That said, there is a great way to do military police. I would implore anybody that wants to go down that route, get cavalry for it. They're extremely cheap and they're fast, and they are... just have a single or 2 units of cavalry coupled with military police. Of course, that's great if you have the manpower to spare for that. Manpower is one of those magical things that we just don't have to spare. And I want these guys fully encircled. I said I shouldn't leave myself backed out here, but I do have a port here, which will give me supply that I need, so I don't need to worry about holding this all that much. I would still, however, like to hold it, so you stay on that. You guys help out there, and our tanks ram raid from behind. They won't stand a ghost of a chance. That said, with their fleet right there, might not be all that. I'd like some anti-tanks as well, but I would also like to go down the have reasonable or reasonably good artillery. Qing's improved artillery is a lot better. I'm looking at that defense. Then again, that's still interwar artillery. Is there not something else that I should be looking into? There's so much I want, but so little I can afford. Well, we're giving it our all anyway. Jake, when they said you will experience every hour in the war, I wasn't expecting it to be this slow on speed 4. I am actually finding this surprisingly slow as well. Alright, even surrounded, they have a heck of a lot of defense, but they won't be able to reinforce when we cut them off, and that's what we're going for. Gotta bear in mind that they only have 70%. Ha, look at all these capitulated people. Fall to our might. Even the Philippines soon to fall to us, right? But there we go, they're the Chileans. We have to take a fair chunk if we want them down. The trouble is, they could also take our cities. That's going to be problematic. But they're going to be spread out. We will be able to just encircle and destroy them. It's just taken a while for us to get in a position because I am too hasty. Alright, the battle's turning in our favour. Wonder if anything is happening in our favour over in the old world. Such a stall in Iberia. Shame for the Reich. At least the Reich and the Soviets have not gone to war, since that would just cause utter chaos. I need the Allies to be weak here. Or at least for the Allies to have to invest a lot of everything. I wonder if I'd be better off taking it from this way. That way they are also surrounded and attacked on different fronts. Jake, why not strategically deploy your forces? It's an idea. Infantry? Shouldn't you be part of something? Oh, that's right, I took you from my friend, didn't I? Well, thanks for 3 manpower, I guess. Good shing. Oh, I didn't get it, did I? I also have you going there pretty slowly at that. Depending on the infrastructure, we could go faster. Would have been a thing to think about before I declared the war, but I don't want to get caught out without any org and get destroyed for that. Right. I need these guys gone so we have the enemy capital completely surrounded. Let's invest all we can into it. Alright, that looks good. Keep them surrounded. One bit of cavalry able to hold on so well. Alright, they ran. We run too. Straight into them. Everybody on it. They won't last that full encirclement. That's gotta hurt. The cavalry won't last as well. They only staggered their way in here. Jake, can we get an overview of the world? See, that I can do. And this I can do at long last, get my extra tech slot. Having so few research slots, it hampers a nation so badly. All the majors, I think Germany will get like 4 or 5 from the start. Majors will get 4, maybe 3. Regulars in, say, Europe will get 3. Backwater places like El Salvador and Liberia, a staggering 2. And it just, you cannot conceive the difference it makes having those research slots. You're such a great general. I just wish you were even better. Like maybe level 80. Jake, are your troops still using the basic equipment? I remember you could set what kind they use. I can actually investigate what each of them are using. For example, these guys are only using weapons too. I don't think there's anybody still using basic equipment though, because I had enough weapons too to fully reinforce everybody and have some in the stockpile. So when I look in infantry equipment, I still have 10k weapons 2 lying spare. And soon I'm going to start replacing those with weapons 3. I don't like what I heard there. I hope my boats didn't actually go out and engage. Well, boats, they're all submarines, but they're here, so there's no need to worry. You should probably help out there, since there's nothing to be done around here. Except maybe defend my capital? I'm not all that sure. You fellows, just do it. I doubt anything is going to stand in your way. That should work out. You guys, I see you're in position. I see this fool has decided that being stuck right there is a good thing to do. Let's show him that it is not a good thing to do. That said, I am leaving my own cities open. Now, they'll still go down. Not going particularly well for us here because they're holding out so well, but nah, we have reinforcements that'll take them down like tanks. So resistance in the Panama Canal, who would have thought the Americans are at it again? There's much need for you to be doing that, just cut these fellows off. I'm only having you there to suppress them whilst we encircle them. I said maybe you should all just get on that. They are completely surrounded, they will die, might as well attack them from multiple areas just to drive the point home, and I could either surf my way south or make my way north. Oh hey, should have seen that coming. We already have tanks down south. We'll have you guys go north. Too messy for battle plans. There we go, soon there'll just be one unit holding out. Sorry, Juan Antonio Agreda? But this will not be your finest hour. Jake, what happened to your division count? You had 75 earlier. Not Panama. Paraguay happened. Paraguay took an enormous toll in my country, like almost 200,000 casualties. Simultaneously declaring war on, well, no. There's nothing I can blame but myself. I made poor choices. And I paid for it. Oh, it's kind of sweet. I wonder. Chile are 100% towards a capitulation. Just in time for a medium tank as well. So, goodbye Chile. Goodbye everything Chilean. We can now focus our efforts anywhere we want, really. The United States have lost any and all areas to really just land on us. Well, that'll be the case once we've taken this, and perhaps this as well. Might be a better idea to just get you over there, snipe that, and make sure they can't do anything about it. We'll take all this, and then I might just conquer Brazil. We're at war with the US. But, to be honest, they have a lot of other concerns at the moment. So, they may well not focus much on us. If they do, we'll just have to react to that. Brazil, I think you are going to have to go down. I'm not completely 100% on the details, but we'll figure it out. This is an issue, though. Still no military police and no way to stop these guys from revolting. They are just gonna break stuff. Which is a shame because look at all those military factories. I want them so. Oh well. What I'm also going to need are more infantry equipment. And we just got a new tank. We got the medium tank 3. I wish for it to be more reliable, say 100% reliable. And we'll stick with 100% reliable. So this will be the Mark II of medium tank 3. It needs a cool name. Does anybody have a cool name for this? Jake, the Dutch still have Krakow. I'll have to look into that one then. Lux Shadin says, how far are you towards nukes and what can you get in a peace deal out of the US? I'd have to go with white peace, but that requires the winners or losers to be at a certain level. Excuse me. You can't just broker a peace deal like this is Europa, for example. Or given so easily like it was Crusader Kings. El Tanco! It's going to be the best tank we have for a while, so welcome El Tanco. So we're going to be trading out all of our medium tank Mark 1s with El Tanco. What a stupid name. Notice that enormous hit to production efficiency, because we have a whole different kind of tank to produce. Wouldn't be so bad if I had dispersed industry, but I don't. Yeah, massive reduction in that, but as long as we have enough resources to make them, and I currently pretty much do, then we'll get that production efficiency back quick enough, 1.4 per week. I'll take it. Still using those interwar fighters, because I'll be damned if I know anything else to make. Maybe I should start making artillery as well. Yeah, we gotta learn how someday. That might be an excessive number of tanks. Nah, I can't allow myself to think like that. Never did get around to making any mechanized, so we're gonna work on that as well. And they may well be able to take over from the jeeps. Shoot, that was a bad decision. I still need jeeps for support. Damn, I just caned my production efficiency for no good reason. Yes, I'm gonna still need these, but I will want to start having mechanized on the go. Notice that I do not have the factories to produce everything that I want, and I likely never will. But I'm trying my damnedest here. Modern tank, anti-tank, better weapons. I still want it all. We could get a head start on this. And I think we will, because I'm going to need to nuke the US out of existence. Jake, maybe take the Falklands. Falklands have no strategic utility for me. Neither do southern Georgia, for that matter. I need to think about tearing down others, like Brazil, for example. But they would also just capitulate and rise up and be very angry. The land would very swiftly become useless to me, just like how these ones are going to. So... Oh, okay. I think I'll have to go gentlest. And hope that the resistance do not grow. I'm not going to get manpower out of these occupied places. Costs political power to be harsh to them, but... No, we'll just go with gentlest and hope that it helps. If it doesn't help, then I'm just going to take a gun to them and go harshest as I can. Okay, super units. This time we will strategically redeploy, but I need to think where to target. If I go Mexico, I'm going to be going toe-to-toe with the United States. And there's another hard part of that, and that is, yeah, the United States would actually get involved and pour their way down Mexico. That's a problem. Brazil doesn't have that problem. Brazil has other problems, though. So, Jake, don't forget the Dutch in that island. Of course, we're at war, aren't we? Yes. But there's a reason I don't have to worry about it, and that's that it doesn't have a naval base. So it's not like anyone can land there. Not instantly, at least. Stuck here, though. I doubt I could take Mexico comfortably, let alone having them backed by the United States, who would now have a land way to get to me. Navally invading anybody with the US's enormous fleet, plus the British enormous fleet, seems unlikely at best. Okay, what I could do is research military police once I'm done with infantry equipment and murder Brazil. Anyone feel good about murdering Brazil? Still have a bit of a manpower problem, and by a bit of a manpower problem I mean nay manpower at all. But it seems like the Brazilians are focused on this area here, so what if I just stuffed this with practically nobodies? I mean, if I just make... What if I replaced my elite foot troops? No, wrong one. What if I replace you guys with almost nothing? In fact, maybe I'm looking at this the wrong way. Motorized division. I can replace you with cavalry at very little cost. And it's not like I use this at all. And I will give you military police later on. So how about I remove you, I switch you out for just cavalry. See, no cost to add cavalry. Just one only requires 1,000 manpower. I could make 40 of these. And then get rid of them when I no longer need them. I'll give you military police once I have them, but otherwise we're just going to have loads of crappy cavalry. I shouldn't have gotten rid of you there. Alright, that's what we're going to do. We're going to be a fool, aren't we? We're going to duplicate this. We're going to call it the Harsh Treatment Brigade. We're just going to remove all of this. Replace it with one bit of cavalry. These guys are going to be useless in combat, but that's not what they're there for. Seems good enough. So there we go, we now have harsh treatment, and I want to train a whole bunch of these. They're only there to be numbers. War is, after all, just a number. Many will die. That's a shame for them. But any that are surplus to requirement can just be used later. I need that military police though. Thankfully, I can do it quite quick. Oh, I'm looking in the wrong place, haven't I? Shoot, they will not be fast. Half a year. Oh well, needs must. Jake, rebalance your trade deals. You're at minus something something steel. Ooh, cha. Did I lose my ability to trade with the Germans, or did they just close off everything? Okay, who will... Chings, what happened to all my steel? Oh, I just need loads of it. Okay. Go figure. How many more do I need? 91 more. Cheers. Got it in one as well. Okay, so you guys, what do I do with you? If I have you strategically redeploy and we plow Brazil from the south and make our way up the coastline, I think we'd have something to work with. So yes, please strategically redeploy your way here. Hopefully that's not too heavy on the... I would quite like a summary of all this to tell me how much it requires. We chew up 12 here. Ah, they'll be fine. Jake, are your convoys even allowing the goods to arrive to you? I think so, / hope so. Now we apparently need that rubber as well. I think it's more important to get the artillery than the mechanized. The mechanized is the pipe dream at the moment. Soon we'll be switching out our infantry for the infantry equipment 3. Everyone will have to make do with 2 for a while. And as soon as these guys are trained, which shouldn't take long, really. Ugh, May? I'm not sure I can wait that long. I guess we'll just get them green. They don't need training after all. Just... Okay, I also need them to have at least 20% training before I can deploy them, so never mind that. Okay. We're in a state of horrific war, but we'll be okay. Especially if you guys ever so slowly make your way through that. What are you even doing? Ah, I set you up there, right. I doubt there are any armies here. We're just going to stroll in and take it. Jake, won't conquering Brazil solve the rubber problem? Yes, it will. For a while, though, because resistance will grow. So the idea is to be super harsh with them later on. But I will have military police take care of that. Nice name, El Salvador. I like it. So it's still showing up as our capital here, and resistance is growing. That's going to hurt some of my steel. It's going to hurt me in many ways. That's why I need those military police. It's a shame they're going to take half a year to arrive. Jake, look at the resources in Suriname. Is this going to make me drool? Oh, it's aluminium. It's a lot. Oh my goodness gracious, this war's the best thing that could have happened to me. We're getting a lot of these German march orders playing. I swear nothing is weighted to them, but they do love to pop up. Okay, finally, the ever tenacious nationalist Spain under Francisco Franco. They're saying no, we win the Spanish Civil War. I don't think it was ever fully decided. I can't remember if there was an event popping up saying the end of the Spanish Civil War. Okay, infantry equipment 3 is in. It is time to get military police. Should have done this long ago, but I had other things I needed. Really, I should have done it before I got this interwar artillery nonsense, since I don't even have any to deploy, but I was short-sighted. This means I need to switch out production of these. That hurts the production efficiency. And I need yet more steel. Germany, my good friend, give me all the steel. The troubling thing about sending away all my factories for trade is... Oh nice, these repair themselves. Slowly, but they do. Finally, Republican Spain is down. Axis victories are good for me. Yeah, building up nuclear reactors, they take so long to make. 15,000. And I don't have any bonuses to construction whatsoever. It's going to be hard. Jake, do you plan to invade Brazil without any manpower? Of course I do. And it'll go great. We've got very well trained units. We are very maneuverable. And we're probably going to lose a lot of our... well, a lot of everything, let's be honest here. Right, you guys all strategically redeployed here, which is great. We turn that off, and now you are going to have a frontline Richt here. No, that's not the front line I was ordering. Forget all of that. Did I grab the right line? I did not. There we go, let's just ignore all of that. The front line will be here. What are these? They're just hills, that's okay. And what I want you to do is simply focus your way along here. And just keep making your way along, alright? Does this make sense to you? That's what I'm looking for. And that's maybe a little far away from the coastline. Can we just move you along a bit? Because it's the coast that I care about. That way I don't have to worry about getting cut off all that badly, because at least I'll have the ports supplying me. He says. Certainly hope it's going to work that way. Best laid plans of mice and men, the aft gang agley as we are ken. I still need these guys to have 20% before I can deploy them, and then I will redeploy them along the Brazilian coast. What's he saying? The Brazilian border.